Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, testing. Hi everyone, hope you're all well. Just to check the audio. Morning Judith. Can you give me a number between 1 and 10 if you can type it into the chat for audio quality? Just want to make sure I'm getting through on YouTube and Podbean. There's a bit of a lag on YouTube, it's about 30 seconds. Thanks Jill, thanks Judith. Okay, right, so what I can do is close that down. Thanks Matt. Right, so here we are in 2021. Hooray. I'm confident that this will be a better year in a lot of ways. Hi Helen, hi Simon, Happy New Year everyone. And putting everything else to one side, we're now armed with what we've learned from 2020. So going into all of this, it was all new. Hi Susan, lovely to see you online. And so this is, I teach resilience, and resilience is all about learning from adversity. So when we encounter adversity, as long as we learn something from it, then that knowledge accumulates and we're able to deal with the next adversity. Hi Cal. And there's been a fair amount of adversity in 2020, and hopefully we've all learned from it. One of the things that we will have learned, hi Jill, is that everybody will have gone through stress of some sort, no doubt about it whatsoever. Even if you're somehow or another charmed life, cushioned from all of the most difficult effects of the last year, the lockdown is going to affect everybody, being separated from people. That we are a social animal, and this is actually isolating social animals is how you cause them to suffer. And that, as an example, you can see when people are either exiled or outlawed or put in solitary confinement or whatever. It's the separation from social connection that creates the suffering. So everybody will have encountered this. So this is the year that we can build on what we've learned over the course of the last year. And I've learned an awful lot. I've made all sorts of mistakes, and I'm now able to continue with the knowledge that I've gained from it. Hi Caroline, welcome. Hi Anne. So that's the way to look at it, is it's a learning experience. You could say that everything in life is either an out-and-out success or a learning experience. And if you take that approach, then you become stronger. Okay, so just some announcements about, we'll keep it simple and just keep it to the next week. So for everybody in the courses, I'm going to be making some changes, but you don't have to worry about that right now. Right now, it's just another week. I'm also starting the 6-week mindfulness course on Tuesday the 5th, 7 p.m. London time, runs to 9:30 in the evening for 6 consecutive weeks. Contact me if you're interested through whichever channel, just ask. Or alternatively, go to the Bromley Mindfulness website and you'll be able to join from there. Then, yes, I'll probably talk about Saturdays, actually. I'll let you know what's happening on Saturdays. I want to reduce the number of free public classes. What I want to do is bring more value to people in the course groups. And so, as a result of that, there'll be course group only Saturdays starting this month. And I'll explain to everybody in the course groups what that consists of. But what it means, if you're a member of the public, so in other words, if you're not a member of one of the courses, then you'll be able to attend today, obviously. Here I am. And Saturday coming. Yep. So those are the first 2 Saturdays of this month. And I shall let everybody know a bit later on about the new schedule. Right, so on to today's class. So I promised you the secret of happiness. Well, here it is. And those of you that have attended my courses or who have come along to the classes long enough, you will very probably have seen that study paper title. The title of the study paper is Long-Term Meditators Self-Induce High Amplitude Gamma Synchrony During Mental Practice. Okay, well, interestingly, in my description of this, I explained that all the greatest secrets are held in open view. And so if you read this paper, you discover this line. What it says is the high amplitude gamma activity found in some of these practitioners are, to our knowledge, the highest reported in the literature in a non-pathological context. What does that mean? What it means is there's this thing called high amplitude gamma synchrony. You don't have to really worry about what it consists of. It's picked up when you measure people's brain waves. And the regular meditators, they are able to induce this. They're able to sit down and elevate their mood. That's what it means. Because high amplitude gamma synchrony is found in those situations where people really are really fulfilled, really happy, joyful, blissful. Everything's going right in life. You know, winning the lottery, finding the one, succeeding, all of that kind of stuff. Not a lot's known about high amplitude gamma synchrony because human beings don't spend very much time in that experience, and it's also not an easy thing to simulate externally in the real world. You know, let's say you want to measure high amplitude gamma synchrony. You've got to provide people with a massive feeling of fulfillment in the lab. That's not an easy thing to do. But from time to time, this has been measured and studied over the course of the last 100 years because the EEG system that they use, there's a EEG, electroencephalograph, measures your brain waves. It's about 100 years old, so we've got a huge amount of data. And there's for what it's worth, there's another study that points out that this is found in various different meditation traditions. So it doesn't really matter which meditation you do, but the focus of the meditation essentially has to be compassionate. It has to be fulfilling, something that you appreciate, someone that you appreciate, a situation that you appreciate. And this isn't just imagining. So we're not sitting down and imagining we've won the lottery to feel happy, right? Have you noticed you can't do that? You can, your mind can wander to which port in the Mediterranean you'll park your super yacht in, or whatever. But that's not going to generate joy and bliss. It's simply a distraction. And its greatest benefit is you're distracting yourself from however you actually feel. So the upshot of all of this is that these set of practices, the compassion practices, are a way of creating this mental inner state. And I to simplify it, I just refer to it as elevating our mood. But the practices also do a massive amount more. You know, when I first started learning gratitude meditation, which is the kind of fundamental of this, must have been about 20 10, don't know, something like that. Might have been earlier. Yeah, about then. 2010, 2011. And I had some very simple goals from that. One of them is that I wanted to be able to learn to view everybody with compassion, whether I knew them or not. And that was why I did it. But I soon discovered that actually that it massively improved my mood overall. So subsequently, I stuck with those, and I've always taught them. And now with the loving awareness training, so this year I've changed the name of one of the courses. What was called Mindfulness Based Resilience course is now the Loving Awareness course. And I will focus quite heavily on this over the course of the year. I think it's particularly appropriate, bearing in mind everything that's going on. So, enough said, and now's the time to actually practice these. And so if you want to get yourselves comfortable, if you've never meditated before, all you need to do is sit comfortably and place your feet flat on the floor. Hi Sue, you've joined us just in time for the meditations. And you can either close your eyes or look down past the tip of your nose, just so you don't get distracted by anything that's going on around you. And so if you focus your attention on that sound, and notice the sound moving through time, what happens is you become aware of the movement of the present moment through time. And to experience that, you can either notice the sound or notice whatever other sounds there are, or you can notice your breath. Because what you'll find is that the breath is also moving through time. And you're able to notice the rising and falling of the breath. In a way, it's like the ticking of a second hand in a clock. The most frictionless place to notice the breath is to notice the movement of the belly. The rising and falling of the belly. Cool breath in, warm breath out. Belly rising, belly falling. And what this awareness of the breath and the awareness of sound moving through the present moment does for almost everyone helps us to become calm. And the constant chatter of the mind either diminishes or silences. If you notice that the busyness of the mind isn't dissipating, the best thing to do is to check in with your body. Balance your head comfortably on the spine. If you're seated in a chair, feet flat on the floor, elbows by the side. And allow yourself to release the tension from your shoulders and neck and face as you breathe out. So you're focusing on wherever the tension is during the out breath. And at its simplest level in this meditation, we're just noticing the belly rising and falling. So the relationship to the breath is the relationship that we have when we're sitting on a beach and we're watching the waves rolling up the beach, washing away, rolling up, washing away. And we're not trying to get anything from the experience. We're just witnessing it. And if you go to any beach, you'll have done it yourself. You'll be able to see the wave watchers. People just watching the waves. Or it's what we do on a sunny day. We watch the clouds moving across the sky. If we're sitting next to a stream, we're watching the water move down the stream. Just noticing the flow of time. Past our awareness. Our single awareness. Noticing the movement of the belly, rising and falling, is exactly the same as witnessing any of these other natural events. Whatever thoughts arise, enter the mind and pass through it. They arise and they subside. And as this happens, we're just simply noticing the breath rising and falling. Noticing the breath rising and falling. And so if you just bring to mind your health, and of course for many of us we may have health challenges, And of course the mind goes straight to them. We've been trained to do that. So we're going to help to untrain it, and the way we do that is this. Bring to mind those elements of your health that contribute towards your happiness, towards your fulfillment. So, for example, the only thing that I know about everybody listening to this today is that you have the capacity for communication. It's a gift, the gift of communication. The ability to be able to listen, to speak, to share ideas. And then for many of us, we'll be fortunate enough to have the gift of mobility, irrespective of how much that might be impaired. So let's say we're disabled in some way and we can't get around as easily as we did. We can still get around. And then there are so many other gifts. There's the gift of our awareness, the ability to direct our minds, the ability to care and love and show our appreciation to others. And it's our physical body that enables us to do all of this. So if we bring our minds to the gifts that we have as part of our health, we can hold them in mind and allow ourselves to feel how that makes us feel. And then there are the people that are close to us. And of course, human beings can be challenging. So another list pops to mind of what people should be doing and what they've done and said and how it makes us feel and so on. And of course the brain is a problem solving instrument, so it looks for the problems. But yet, irrespective of that, we get support and connection, possibly from those very same people, but if not, from some other people who are close to us. So hold the support and connection that you get from the people around you in your mind. Notice how it feels. And allow yourself to feel that. And then there's our lifestyles. At some point during the day or week or month or year, we're able to do whatever it is that we find the most fulfilling. And it can be a simple thing. It could be our holidays, it could be travel, it could be some sport or some activity. It could be going to a special place, having some special time doing something or being with someone. And notice that that's within your gift. And notice how that feels. And allow yourself to feel that way. And then there's the wider community, the man in the street, postman, policemen, doctors, nurses, shop workers, all going about their lives and about their day, all seeking to contribute to the happiness of the people that they care for. And in the process, enabling us by putting food on the shelves and supporting us when we need it. And so hold the wider community and the support that we get from it in mind. Notice how that feels. Just allow yourself to feel that. So we have the positive elements of our health, the support and connection we get from the people that are closest to us, or the beings that are closest to us. It might not be a human. There's the time we have to spend, although it may be little and rare, in doing those things that fulfill us the most. And there's the support that we get from the wider community, which is very easy to forget about. And so hold all of that in mind. Notice how it feels, and allow yourself to feel that. Positive elements of your health, connection with those beings that are closest to you, the time you get to spend to fulfill yourself, and the support you get from the wider community. These all bring a sense of appreciation. And just notice that, allow yourself to feel it. Again, noticing the breath rising and falling. While you remain aware of all of those things that you can appreciate. And so if our mood is low, and we do something like this appreciation meditation, it neutralizes that feeling of unsatisfactoriness. If our mood is neutral or high, then a practice like this can elevate it. And now bring to mind a being that brings you a warm feeling. So it could be a friend or your partner or your family or a neighbour or colleague or acquaintance, or it could be a pet or a creature. Whichever being it is that brings you a warm feeling. And hold that being in mind. And notice how holding them in mind makes you feel. Allow yourself to feel that. And as you hold them in mind, you say in your mind, may they be well, may they be happy, may they find peace of mind. May they be well, may they be happy, may they find peace of mind. May they be well, may they be happy, may they find peace of mind. Again, noticing your sensations, how you feel when you're holding this being that brings you a warm feeling. You're connecting to that warmth. And now bring to mind a neutral person. What a neutral person is somebody whose name you don't know. You may not interact with them a lot, but you can bring them to mind, and you haven't decided whether you like them or not. They're almost a stranger. Could be a neighbour, somebody that you see as you go around, someone on your commute if you still do that, a colleague. Just bring to mind this neutral person. And you say in your mind, may they be well, may they be happy, may they find peace of mind. Just holding that neutral person in mind and noticing how it makes you feel when you wish them well in your mind. Just repeating in your mind, may they be well, may they be happy, may they find peace of mind. And so now bring to mind the difficult person, not your arch enemy. This is someone who has done something unhelpful, thoughtless, inconsiderate. They may be caught up in their own melodrama, and you just happen to be there, and they've said something or done something thoughtless or inconsiderate or unhelpful. And you say in your mind, may they be well, may they be happy, may they find peace of mind. May they be well, may they be happy, may they find peace of mind. And now bring to mind your image of yourself that you hold in your head, whatever that might happen to consist of. However you see yourself. And you repeat in your mind, may I be well, may I be happy, may I find peace of mind. And again bring to mind the good person, the being that gives you a warm feeling when you hold them in mind. And again repeat in your mind, may they be well, may they be happy, may they find peace of mind. And hold that feeling. There's no reason, because we're coming to the end of the meditation, to let it go. So you just stay connected to it, stay noticing how you feel. And then whenever you're ready, in your very own time, gently return your attention to your surroundings. Okay, so that's there's 3 meditations there essentially. One was the breathing, presence, awareness meditation, focusing on sound. We're focusing on the breath, calming the mind, stopping the relentless chatter, if you have a relentless chatter, or if not, connecting with stillness and calmness. And then the first of the gratitude meditations was appreciation meditation, and then the second one was a gratitude meditation. And then they're the foundations of these set of practices, metta bhavana, as the Buddhists call it, the practice of loving kindness. So those are the go-to practices for this set of practices. That's such an important part of the loving awareness paradigm that I'm teaching in 2021. Okay, so yeah, there's another public session on Saturday. If you feel so moved, feel free to pop down to the link in the details for the YouTube. If you're on the courses, don't do that. But if you're not and you feel the wish to donate, then feel free to do so. If you find it difficult finding your way to the classes, I suggest you subscribe. Thanks, Judith. Thanks, Dan. And you can also set a notification, and then you'll be informed. There's a little bell somewhere. You click on that. And as well as that, if you click the like button, then apparently that helps the YouTube algorithm, and then so people are more likely to find us, which is what we want. Okay, right, so bless you all. Happy New Year to everyone. Glad you enjoyed it, Anne. Glad you found that useful, Sue. And same time, same channel this coming Saturday, what's currently known as, we're making a transition between the mindfulness-based resilience course group and the loving awareness group, is tomorrow night at 7. So if you're not a member and you're interested, let me know. Hi, Caroline. Yes, it is good to be back. It is, yes. I had wanted to deliver more content over the Christmas period, but it was not to be. Right. Okay, so have a fantastic week if I don't catch up with you before then. And if I do, then I'll see you soon in one of the other classes. Happy New Year, everyone.